Hi, good afternoon. It is 12 o'clock on a Wednesday. This is our date time. So I'm so glad. Thank you for joining us. My name is Conroy Wilson. And this is the Universal Center of Truth for Better Living, our noonday inspiration, where we take some time to remember who we are every day at 12 noon. And we use as a guide the Daily Inspiration for Better Living, which is a signature publication out of our parent organization, the Universal Foundation for Better Living, which has its headquarters in Miami Gardens, Florida. We have been enjoying 2022 and what it has brought us thus far. We're alive, if nothing else, so we have much to be grateful for. And we have been talking about the faculty called faith. And so today, on this, the last Wednesday in the month, I am wrapping up my talks around faith and some of the things that, we discussed when I first started. But of course, it continues for the rest of the month with the other noonday presenters for the month of faith. So once again, thank you for joining. As usual, I ask you to check in with me so I can know you're here. Beverly, I see you. Les, I see you. Good afternoon. Brenda, good afternoon. Demoy, good afternoon. It's great to see you. Thanks for those joining us. Today we're going to do something a little different as we look at the whole process of faith. Today's lesson says, imagine yourself. And it's a very, very useful activity. We'll talk more about that. Dot, hey, afternoon, blessings. Joyce, blessings. Christopher Ellis, blessings. Our regular persons joining us for noonday. So today the lesson is imagine yourself. And we in the Universal Foundation for Better Living and by extension in UC Truth teach that we have 12 powers, right? 12 mind faculties, 12 thought centers located from the top of our head to the soles of our feet. And that these 12 powers were ingrained in us from the beginning, from birth. But like Jesus did in calling forth his 12 disciples, we must call forth these 12 powers and put them to work. So in this case, we're following the examples of Jesus. Hi, Phyllis. We're following Jesus' example. Remember, Jesus said, follow me, the things that I do and you can do greater. So we have been doing that, and that's what our role here on this planet is, to follow Jesus' example. There are lots of writings on the 12 powers. In fact, Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, did a lot of work, has a lot of writings on the 12 powers of man, and says something you want to check out. Because it is so potent to know that you have a spiritual faculty in you, not something outside of you. You have a strength, a gift, a power of faith, a love, wisdom, understanding, will, imagination, good judgment, order, life, all located within you, that at any point in time you can reach forth and tap into this power. But you first have to know that you have this power and activate it. Debbie Ann, good afternoon. It's good to see you. Jennifer Clark Edwards, good to see you. Yvonne, it's good to see you. For the month of February, each of these faculties that you have is associated with a month of the year. Each of them is also associated with a color. And each of them is associated with a disciple. For the month of January, we are talking about our gift of faith, our faith faculty. For the last 3 weeks, we have been talking about the fact that we all have faith. We come endowed with this faith power, right? And this faith faculty is represented by the disciple Peter. Peter is the first disciple Jesus called, right? And so Peter exemplifies this faith because everything you do must be built on a firm foundation. Every dream, every goal, every idea has to have a firm foundation for it to be brought to fruition. So today, I'm inviting you to let us call forth faith and activate that firm foundation. Because even though we're talking about imagining ourselves, anything that we imagine, for you to imagine something, your mind's eye first has to see it. And faith is that perceiving factor. Faith is that faculty that allows you to perceive and to see the truth even though it's not yet appearing. So that ability to see is your faith. And then when you see, your ability to catch that and to shape that is your imagination. Your imagination is like your cookie cutter, Reverend Dr. Johnny Coleman would say. It's like your cookie cutter. But in today's language, since we're online, it's like Canva. Canva is one of those editing softwares that you use and you can manipulate it to design anything you want to design, create anything you want to create. The same thing, your imagination is like that. Or even if you use Adobe to create anything, it's the same thing. You're able to cut out, to shape, to mold the idea that you see in faith. And that is why this lesson is so important. So, your goal, your dream, and today I'm going to invite you to choose one. So you can start to think about one for now. We're going to work with one goal that you have for 2022. And we're going to go through a technique, an exercise of how you image that thing, because you have to first see it, then image it, and allow that image to saturate your mind, your consciousness, which is your awareness, that which you're aware of, so that it can be demonstrated, because demonstration happens in the mind, and then realized in your life, world, and affairs. Yeah? It's a simple process. Nadia Sinclair, hi. Nadia is our writer for this month. We're welcoming Nadia. I'm also seeing our board director, Shani Wickham. Good to see you. Virgie, good to see you. It's great to see all of you. So, let us just take some time to call forth this faith faculty with this beautiful song, I Have Faith. Join me.
I have the faith that sees invisible, expects incredible, receives impossible, faith that can conquer anything, faith that uproots my problems, faith to know God can solve them, oh faith to vision my freedom, and faith that can conquer anything. Oh, faith to reach the unreachable, faith to find the unbeatable, faith to do the unmovable, faith to withstand the invincible, faith that can conquer anything. Oh,
invite you to just accept that. Accept that you already have the faith. It is not coming. It is already a part of you. And I want you to bring forth now one thing that you wish to accomplish for 2022. One thing. I want you to bring that thing, that one thing to the fore. And I want you to go right in your mind's eye, using your gift of your imagination. I want you to go to the end. So you have already accomplished that one thing. You're at the end. So that one thing that you have, it may have written it on your burning bowl list. It may have come up after that, whatever it is. You go to the end of it. You have accomplished it and you are excited. You're happy. You're grateful. You can see yourself being it, living it, feeling it, breathing it, doing it, whatever it is. And I want you to stay in that feeling now. Describe for yourself in your mind's eye, what does it feel like? I'm at the end. What does it feel like? That thing, I've already accomplished it. I've got it. Whatever it is. What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? How am I responding? Where am I? How are people around me responding to me now? How differently is my life showing up? This is the gift of your imagination. And I want you to live there in that thing, whatever it is. Live at the end. If it is a job, you're already in the job. You're at work. It's the most exciting thing that you've ever experienced. You feel good. There are great persons. You have a nice office or a nice work area. You're dressed every morning, excited to go. You're happy about your compensation and the benefits or the travel or whatever it is that comes with the job. Just go to the end of whatever it is and stay there. If it is a new house, a new car, a new anything, whatever it is, you have it. What does this new house look like? Or this new apartment, or this new whatever. What does it look like? What are the colors? What is in it? How does it feel? How do you feel? If it is a relationship of whatever sort, you have it. You're experiencing it. Whatever it is, what does it feel like? How do you feel? How is it expressing? Who are you being? If it is health, a health issue, that is wholeness in your body in whatever kind. So you've gone, wherever you've gone, or you've done your checkup and you've got this news that, hey, you are perfect. Whatever it is that was there is no longer there. It is healed or it's not showing up. All is well. All the results came back perfect. How do you feel? What are you now doing? How are you now responding? If it is spiritual growth, there's this sense of peace and calm and connectedness with the Christ of your being. How do you now feel? If it's an opportunity to travel, whatever it is, you're in that place that you want to go to. You're out with your friends, or you've gone shopping, or you've gone sightseeing, or you're driving, or you're whatever it is that you're doing. I want you to live there. Live there every single moment. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Catch the vision that God has for you there. Stay there. Continue to sing, I have faith. Stay there. Stay there. That's how powerful your mind and imagination is. That is why our third statement of faith says there is power in your thoughts. There's value. There's high value in what you think. And that faith work through your thinking faculty, because you use your thoughts. That thing which you consistently think and believe is how you exercise and demonstrate your faith. So you have to spend more time there. Go there in your mind to the end. You have to spend time there. Write it out. What does it feel like? Live there. Feel it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the possibilities. I'm so excited about my travels. I'm so excited about my relationship. I'm so excited about the money substance that is coming to me. Avalanches of abundance is just coming to me. Everywhere I turn, there are opportunities that are opening up for me, and I'm excited about that. That's where you live in this imagination context today. That's how powerful this faith faculty is, because you are able now to use your gift of imagination to see that which is not yet appearing. And because we believe and we know that like attracts like, and as a man thinketh in his heart, Proverbs tells us, so is he. You are thinking there, so whatever you are thinking must be drawn to you. The ways for it to be a part of your experience are drawn to you. The ideas that are to bring you that thing are drawn to you. The steps you must take are drawn to you. The people you must meet are drawn to you. The resources you need are drawn to you. That is where the real work is. The real work is in knowing the truth of who you are. That's where the real work is. The real work, as Nadia tells us in today's writing, is to take your attention away from the worry. Take your attention away from the fear. Take your attention away from how it's going to happen. That's none of your business. Your business is to stay in the end and keep seeing it every single day. You keep seeing it and you keep holding on to it. Hold on to it, because sometimes faith wavers. Sometimes it gets jittery. Sometimes it loses focus. And you have to pull it back in and say, come on, come on, come on, faith faculty. You have to keep strengthening it. Just as we learn of Peter, remember, there are several examples we see where faith wavered. They were in the boat, they were going across the river, Jesus was asleep at the back of the boat, and the water started to roar, and they got afraid, and they woke him up. How could he be sleeping now? We're going to panic. Jesus turned and said, peace be still. That's faith. That's faith right there. The feeding of the multitudes. Disciples come again. Jesus, look here, all these people are here. We don't have anything to eat. What's going to happen? Sit the people down. Gather what you have. That's faith there. The woman with the issue of blood. The woman who reaches forth and touches the hem of his garment. That's faith there. There are several examples of faith in the Bible. The woman with the oil, Elijah. And the woman says all she has is the little jars of oil, and she has all this debt. And again, go into your house, gather all the jars that you can gather, fill them. And she fills and fills and fills and fills until she has enough jars of oil to pay off her debt. But all of those required faith, required stepping out of what you could see and what you could perceive to that which is not yet appearing. That faculty to bring it into realization and manifestation. And that is what our task is for 2022, to exercise and demonstrate our faith. That's what we've been doing all month long. That's why I gave you a word. I said choose a word and let that word saturate your consciousness. Everything. My word was success. Walk around your life and just declare success. Walk around your business and declare success. Walk around your relationships and declare success. Walk around your finances and declare success. Walk around your job and declare success. Walk around your spiritual self and declare success. Walk around your friends and declare success. just keep saturating the ethers with success, because the words that we speak do not return to us void, we are told, but accomplishes that which we send them to do. So, laser beam focus on the end. The highest possible expression of whatever this thing is that I'm saying I'm desiring. That's the end. And stay there. And as you stay there and live from that place, everything must line up to support you, because that is who you are being. That's why it's important for us to focus our attention. Nadia says, make a mental shift, change your focus, and release and discard any other emotion that is not like faith. Your soul will thank you for it. You will get several opportunities to go on several trips. And the trip I'm talking about is the mental trip. You will get opportunities every day to go on mental trips. Trips of I don't have, trips of I can't, trips of what if, trips of fear it won't work, trips of I'm not good enough, trips of I'm not smart enough, trips of I don't have enough, whatever it is. You must decide which trip you are going on. Because the trip that you go on will determine what you meet at your destination. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord, the law of my being. We will serve the highest ideas and possibilities of life, of good for me. That's what I'm serving. So you can go on whatever trip you want to go on. That's fine. I have no judgment. None whatsoever. But as for me, my trip is an abundance of favor. My trip is an abundance of blessing. My trip is an overflow. That's what we've been saying all month. I've been saying that all month. And I have not moved from that all month. The same thing I've been saying when we started in January, the same thing I'm saying now we're closing out the month of January. The same thing I'll be saying in December when we come back. I promise you. I will not be moved from my abundance of overflow in every area of my life, word, and experience. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you think. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You have to also take that bold stand for you. I can't take it for you. You have got to take that bold stand for you. You have got to, as Proverbs 3:5-6 tells us, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding. Trust in God. In all thy ways acknowledge God, and God directs thy path. Stay in the end of what's possible. Listen for the guidance and let God lead you where you are to go. All the time. Come on, there's an outpouring of abundance all around us. Come on, let's live there as we live in the end of our dream. Come on. An outpouring of abundance. Go to the end of your dream. New doors have been opened. The land is green.
It is green.
New grace
Has been released.
This is a new path.
Glory of the ladder is greater than the blessing is here. It's all here. The glory of the ladder is greater than the former. The blessing is here, it's all here. There's an overflow, abundance of favor. It's a new level. abundance of blessings taking over, taking over. I see the nations come to me. They receive answers from my lips. I am shining as a house on a hill. My greatness cannot be hidden. I see the nations come to me as they receive answers from my lips. I am shining as a house on a hill. My greatness cannot be hidden. Sing it's beyond our wants what the Lord is doing. My reality, my reality. Sing it's beyond our wildest dreams. What God is doing. My reality, your reality. There's an overflow, there's an overflow, abundance of favor. It's a new level, it's a new level. There's an overflow, abundance of blessings taking over, taking over. There's an overflow, abundance of favor. It's a new level, it's a new level. There's an overflow, abundance of blessings taking over, taking over. Walking in abundance, moving with the speed of the Holy Ghost. I am favored. Walking in abundance, moving with the speed of the Holy Ghost. I am favored. Sing walking in abundance, moving with the speed of the Holy Ghost. I am favored. Sing we're walking in abundance, moving with the speed of the Holy Ghost. I am favored. It's a new level. Sing it's a new level. It's a new level. It's a new level. Sing I'm taking over. I'm taking over. Taking over. Taking over. Somebody sing supernatural. Oh, it's supernatural. It's the supernatural power. It's supernatural. Taking over. It's taking over. Taking over. Taking over. Walking in abundance, moving with the speed of the Holy Ghost. I am favored. Ooh, walking in abundance, moving with the speed. I am favored.
This just came up for me as the song was playing, and it is this. There's somebody, and some of us, I should say, our dreams and our goals are seemingly so big, right? That they scare us, that they frighten us. And based on where we're at, sometimes it seems as though it's a big leap to accomplish that thing. But this is why it's important that we first build our faith muscle. Because the faith is the foundation for everything. So before you jump off, and I tell people all the time, I'm one of those persons who will take a leap of faith, which I'll jump off and know that one of two things will happen. One is that when I land, there'll either be a soft cushioning, or on my way down, I'll get wings. But that requires faith. That requires a constant demonstration and exercising of your faith muscle. The bigger your goal or your dream or your demonstration or whatever expression that you want to experience, is the stronger your foundation has to be, is the stronger your faith has to be. How do I increase my faith, Conroy? Simple. Ensure that my thoughts and my beliefs are in alignment with what is true and honorable and pure and just. Ensure that I am believing that I am deserving and worthy of it. Ensure that I believe that it is God's will that I live a healthy, happy, and prosperous life. Ensure that I believe that such a life is within my reach, and that the way to its attainment begins with the knowing, the realization that the kingdom of God is within me, not outside of me, and it's waiting for me to realize it and to bring it into expression. I activate my faith by remembering that I can bring this kingdom forth by practicing the principles, the same principles Jesus taught. We're not making up anything. It's not Conroy knock him head one day and decide that he might come up and do this, or Mary Tompkins knocked her head, or Johnny Coleman knocked her head, or Reverend Sheila knocked her head. No. The same principles Jesus taught and handed down through the ages is the same principles we are practicing. Go back to the Bible and look at your interpretation. And once you are able to dwell, in that place, remember right thinking. Jesus thought that the basis for right thinking is love. And we believe with Jesus that the basis of right thinking is love. Love of God and all that is good. Not only in ourselves, but in others. So that is why we spend time learning to listen. To be still and to listen to the whisperings of the still small voice that guides us into right action. Every day, take your dream and spend some time with it. You spend time listening to the news. You spend time listening to other people. The young people, you spend time on TikTok every day, on Instagram and Facebook and whatever. Spend some time with your dream. Spend some time with your dream. Spend some time by yourself living your dream in your mind's eye. Imagine yourself already having it. Until one day you realize, but gee, I actually have it. I actually have what I've been imagining. That's how you activate your faith muscle. All the time. You have all the skills, you have all the tools, but you have to do the work. I have to do the work. We have to do the work to experience that goodness of God. Joyce says, my life, word, and affairs are in divine order. Yes. Debbie Ann Griffith is a new level. She says, I am favored. Yes, Debbie Ann, I am favored. It's a new level. And that new level can be experienced by every single one of you and me and all the people here. Anyone can experience that new level because God is no respecter of persons. who you are and practice the principles taught by Jesus the Christ. So let us just become still now as we remember that we are never ever outside of the presence and power of God. As we remember that any dream that we have on our hearts comes from God. And we have all that we need to bring that dream into manifestation. So in the same way that we caught the dream, we are now to go back to headquarters to get the guidance, to get the instructions. It's like you buy a new thing in a store and it comes without the instructions of how to assemble it. Yes, you can try and fiddle around with it, but the manufacturer usually puts in the box detailed instructions of every single piece of material and tool needed and ways to assemble it. In the same way, all your dreams, all my dreams come with an instruction manual that is downloaded on our soul. My job is to become still and to catch that instruction manual, to listen for it, to read it, then to follow it. Because once I follow the instructions manual from the manufacturer, I'm guaranteed to get the best results of the product. In the same way, follow God's manufacturing instructions. Catch the idea. Imagine yourself at the end. Listen for God's manufacturing instructions for the dream, the idea, the goal, for whatever it is in your life, and then follow it. Don't guess and spell, follow it. And know that the light of God is surrounding you, the love of God is enfolding you, and the power of God is protecting you, the presence of God is watching over you. So that wherever you are, wherever I am, God is, and all is well. You and I are never outside of God's presence. I thank you so much this January for allowing me to level up in my own sense of faith, my own growth, my own sense of my spirituality, my own sense of what the Holy Spirit reveals in, through, and as me. I am doing the work. I have to do the work because I'm very interested in a healthy, happy, and prosperous life. And that changes every year. That gets better and better and better and better. Sweeter and sweeter as the days go by. And the same can be true for you. Share this message with your family, with your friends, and invite them to take their goals and their dreams and give it their attention. Just like how they give everything else attention. All the news attention, all the social media attention, whatever they give attention to. Some people give attention to the fears and the worries and the doubts and the give it to your goal and your dream. And then watch it bloom and grow and manifest. Have a fantastic rest of January. And then next month we move into the month of love, the month of February, where we look at our faculty of love. On this day I want to bless up Nadia Sinclair wherever she is. Our daily inspirations are now finally at our offices at Seymour Park in Kingston, Jamaica. They've been delayed for a little bit, but Reverend Sheila has been sharing them on a daily basis. The office has been sending them out, and you can also get at ufbl.org. But for those in Jamaica, the DIs are now here. Nadia Sinclair, our own licensed teacher, wrote for the month of January, so support her. Some beautiful writings, Nadia. Thank you so much. Support her, support the Universal Foundation for Better Living. And remember, as you work on that big dream, open yourself to giving so that you increase your capacity to receive, because they're flip sides of the same coin. They're flip sides of the same coin. The bigger your dream, the bigger you're wanting to receive, is the bigger you should be willing to give, or else you're out of balance. Have a wonderful Wednesday. See you again in February. Join us for the rest of noondays for the rest of the week and our worship service on Sunday. Have a blessed week. Peace.